Hi guys, good morning. This is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscriptions. If you're interested in supporting the channel in different ways, all of that is included in the drop-down menu below the video on the YouTube channel. There's also things in there that I want you to take into account when utilizing any of my videos for guidance or insight. Please read the video description. Just so that we're all on the same page. This is a broad spectrum reading for all signs. It's a daily forecast for everyone to enjoy and utilize however they see fit. This is originally created for Monday, June 14th, but it does not necessarily only apply to that day. If you're seeing it on a date that's not June 14th, and happy Juneteenth, everybody. When it's not June 14th, that's okay. You may still be ready for the message, or it might be a message that's in right timing for you. If things don't make sense, that's fine too. Doesn't mean anything's wrong or that you're not doing anything correct, it doesn't mean that you're doing something incorrectly. It just is, you might be working on something different at this time. So it may not be your reading, but it's completely fine. So let's look at what the cards have to say. I will reference back to yesterday's reading, which is the underpinning energy of the week, where we pull a few extra cards just to look at the week as a whole. That energy does not go away. It is sort of underlying, or sort of the overall arching kind of theme of the week. We've had some really beautiful weeks in June. So if you're interested in seeing that reading, it will be here on the bottom left-hand corner of the screen at the end of this reading, and you can watch that too to understand what I'm referencing back to. All right, so let's see what the cards want us to know this morning. Oh, please hit the thumbs up button, and also hit subscribe. If you're enjoying the video, we would love to have you here. I'm here every morning live in the chat room as after the premiere starts, just to answer any questions. And always feel free to leave a comment or a question on any of my videos. I do read them all. And if, they require an answer, I will certainly do so. All right, so let's see what the card is for today, guys. We have the Page of Ariel. So this is the page of, I can't think, hold on. I think this is the page of, not swords, Michael is swords. This has got to be the Page of Pentacles. So this is reliable, clever, educated, and balanced. An excellent opportunity will be offered to you. Scholarships or the pursuit of education. Time to get to work. Now, the Page of Pentacles can be a rather slow and energy, sometimes requiring a little bit of patience. There is a little bit of conflict with both the exuberance and the optimism that I associate with pages, because they're youthful, they're learning, they're in the process of kind of living in the moment more so than, say, a knight, a queen, or a king. But with that earth energy of Pentacles, it tends to be a little bit more slow, discerning, plodding. It requires a little bit of patience, right? But it's generally the knowledge that we can gain in a Page of Pentacles scenario or period of our life can be quite solid, foundational, because of the grounded nature of the Pentacles suit. We tend to take the information in and really put it to work, is kind of the feeling that I get. I mean, each suit puts it to work in its own separate way, but Page of Pentacles really can make it happen. Now, with the Page of Pentacles showing up today, Pentacles is the element of earth and that of the material world. So expect to be learning some new things about your material world. Material world can be a lot of different things for a lot of different people. It can be our relationships, it can be our work or career or money, our physical possessions. Maybe it's our car or our furniture. Maybe we need a redo of our house, or we're in the middle of a remodel. Whatever it is. In the process of the Page's energy, there's an opportunity here to learn, to evolve, to even graduate to a degree. But we have to be paying attention. We have to stay grounded. We need to remain patient and still maintain sort of that sense of optimism that's going on, within the Page's energy. I will say this, underneath this, we have the Hermit, right? And the Hermit is also about earth sign energy, which would be grounded, a little bit maybe on the heavy side for some of you that might be feeling this in a less optimistic way. But with the Hermit comes great deep spiritual knowledge, right? Through also grounded through his own internal search. And the Page is that youthfulness where if we maintain a positive attitude and an open-mindedness, we can get to a very interesting and desired result through experiencing both of these cards. I love that this is coming early in the week. When we see on the Sunday reading, we were ending out on the Three of Pentacles. So that pink energy that borders these Pentacle cards, which is not necessarily a color I would associate with Pentacles, but I love sort of the warmth, the this rosiness of this pink color. It really makes me feel quite nice, if that makes any sense at all. So this should be a really lovely transition that's setting us up even during the more heavier or intense Hermit stuff that we might be facing. If we're finding ourselves even as simply wanting to get away from the world and dig into a good book as a way of sort of escapism, I wouldn't say that would be a bad thing today, right? Or if we want to sort of learn something new, study a new facet of something that we've been interested by, and that could be a multitude of things, right? But whatever that is, this Page sitting here in this library scenario says today's a ripe day for learning, for being patient with ourselves and others, and taking the time to take in the knowledge at a very sort of, what's the word? Entry level perspective, right? Like, so if this means picking up a hobby or a new path, go for it and begin to make it yours through understanding and attention, paying attention to it and learning from it is the opportunity that's here. And we will begin to sort of figure out what we desire more from it, and possibly find ourselves successfully en route towards it by the end of the week. And each one of you, like I said, it's going to be something different, but it should have to deal with your day-to-day physical existence, and it should be opportune, right? Traditionally the Page of Pentacles is a slower energy, and so I'm going to state that, but I don't even get that much of a slow feeling with this card. I actually get an optimism. She's smiling quite broadly in that card. She is very happy to be there, ready to learn. There's a lot to learn, right, in life in general. And so looking at that learning as a opportunity rather than a task, or a looking at it as an achievement versus a struggle. All of those sort of things are things that we might be figuring out and finding within ourselves, especially with that Hermit energy underneath, or that Epiphany energy underneath. Remember, Hermit is one that withdraws to learn through going inward, but Epiphany is sort of having a realization, a realization that may rock us at a more spiritual level, and rock us in a good way, right? An epiphany is always like a sort of a bolt of inspiration that like educates us and enlightens us. So allow this sort of page to also assist in the learning of that and support that enlightenment. All right, so let's get into, we have card number 1, which is the Sun. Very much similar to tarot. I'm going to take the sort of meaning from tarot with this. With the Sun card, the Sun is always an affirmative thing. To me, when you see this card, it's usually very much a yes energy. It's very much a positive energy. It gives life. It gives energy, that very thing that I'm talking about here. It's sort of like we need it to survive. It sheds light on our situation. We might be able to see things from a new perspective with this Sun card here, allowing the energy to kind of guide us, fulfill us, and sort of fill up our tanks in a way so that we can take on the learning that we're having in this early part of this week, or the shifting of perceptions and the changings of how we see things. Allow the Sun to kind of be how do I want to say this, like our gasoline in our tank to move us forward. The Sun card in Tarot, this is an oracle deck, but the Sun card in Tarot are usually associated with Leo. And remember, our midweek card was that fire energy, which is also Leo, you know, Leo's element of the Two of Wands. So today should be, and I'm saying that because I don't want to negate anybody else's experiences if some of you are struggling. But today, ideally, these cards say to me that we should be open to being very optimistic, open to being able to see things more clearly, to learn new things about how we may want to move forward into the future. The Sun would definitely cast a light on that and an optimism to that, an energy to that should be positive and exciting. Let's go to the grounding stone. The grounding stone for today is also on that obsidian that we saw on yesterday's grounding stone. That is the underpin of the week. This is to me, obsidian is a very dark stone. It's black, right? But to me, that blackness is not a bad thing. It's sort of the void or the depths of our subconscious, who we are at the deepest level. Obsidian wards off negativity. It's a very strong, powerful stone. So to me, the word today is vision. Maintaining that vision, or grounding in our vision of where we want to be or what it might feel like to have things actually line up for us. With this page of Ariel and the Sun, it says to me that the environment, i.e. the Sun, is going to shine and energize us to pursue whatever it is our vision may be. The page of Ariel gives us the opportunity to be open and grounded and productive in the learning of whatever we need to learn to help to create that vision, to pursue that vision. And that vision may manifest for each of you in a different way, right? But whatever it is that you desire, that you want, that you're willing to sort of go after, study, and learn about, and make happen for yourself, it's out there for you guys today. The stone underneath this is that word remember, remembering who we are, what we deserve, what we're capable of, what we can create. These are powerful thoughts to have sort of ruminating in our mind. Allow those seeds to sort of germinate and then start to sprout in our minds or in our hearts, so that we can move forward in a way that is as kind of positive as I feel these cards have been. So I think that this is a really good time to be thinking long-term future and starting to create that. That is your forecast for the day. Please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. We'll see how this energy builds. Please leave any questions and comments, and have a wonderful day. It should be awesome. Take care. Bye-bye.